Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. General Hospital early spoilers August 25th to 29th. Maxie faces heartbreaking crisis. Britt's panic shocks Port Charles. As we always do on early edition day, we start with what's coming for the rest of this week and then dive into next week. On Wednesday, August 20th, Gio Palmieri, Giovanni Mazza, listens while Emma Scorpio Drake, Braden Bruner, opens up to him. I wonder if she is going to admit that she's catching feelings for Gio. He tells Emma he is not flinching either. It sounds like they might both be saying, okay, they like each other. But how will Anna Devane, Finola Hughes, react? Gio lives with her and Emma, which doesn't seem appropriate with feelings going on. Maxie Jones' health crisis shocks Port Charles. Something shakes up Lulu Spencer, Alexa Havens Bruning, maybe during an update from Lucas Jones, Van Hansis. Lulu asks what they're not telling her. I do wonder if Maxie's heart is giving out. It's been years since the transplant. The younger you are when you get the heart, the longer it lasts. But they don't always last forever. Lucas delivers rough news to Maxie's family. Max Scorpio, John J. York, is talking to Felicia Scorpio, Christina Wagner, and Cody Bell, Josh Kelly, wondering why Maxie's heart would suddenly fail out of nowhere. It looks like very bad news. Lucas says Maxie should be awake by now, but maybe she's just not waking up. There might be a reason for this. We'll talk about it in a little bit. Anna Devane, Sonny Corinthos, and Courtemaine drama. Anna has a theory to run by someone. I wonder if it's her and D.A. Justine Turner, Nazneen contractor, talking about Drew Kane Courtemaine, Cameron Matheson, and what he is up to. The DA can't tell Anna she was at Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard S., but both are kind of on his side right now. Alexis Davis, Nancy Lee Grahn, gets a new client, Stella Henry, Vernee Watson. Alexis tells Stella that, by the insurance company's definition, what she did is considered fraud. Also, Sonny corners the DA and asks her if Justine is going after his son Michael Corinthos, Rory Gibson. We know she doesn't want to. Drew is completely enraged on Wednesday on General Hospital, so I wonder if the DA is going to find a way to file something proactively to stop him, or maybe the DA stops him. Molly, Christina, and Ava's tangled relationships on GH. On Thursday, August 21st, Molly Lansing Davis, Kristen Vaganos, has a realization. I wonder if it's about the things Christina Corinthos Davis, Kate Monsey, has been saying about Cody and about the man himself. We all know Molly likes him, and Christina's just sabotaging that for her own selfish reasons, which is pretty typical of her. Ava Jerome, Maura West, get some new information. It could be Nina Reeves, Cynthia Watt-Rose, telling her she was chucked into the pool by Carly Corinthos Spencer, Laura Wright. Or it could be something about Cody or Rick Lansing, Rick Hurst. Michael and Sonny celebrate a win, likely on the assault issue. I wonder if Drew has been shut down forever or just shut down for now. Curtis Ashford, Donnell Turner, is completely enraged. He's obviously going to be fuming that Aunt Stella is being investigated for fraud. I'm guessing it won't take Curtis too long to figure out that Drew is the one who set this all in motion. Britt Westbourne, Lulu Spencer, and hospital turmoil. Lulu and Lisa Labrecht, Kathleen Gotti, dredge up the past. They are talking about Britt and Rocco Falsaroni, Finn Carr, the embryo, and all the stuff that happened. Albrecht shows up at Maxie Jones's house. I'm sure she's heard that Maxie is in the hospital, or maybe she hasn't. Lulu tells her. Lulu is answering the door, and I'm guessing Albrecht is not expecting to see her there. Maybe she's come to visit James West, Gary James Fuller. Lisa Labrecht is going to be crushed to hear about what is going on with Maxie Jones's heart. I do wonder if Liesl may offer some medical expertise. But this is one thing that Liesl and Lulu can agree on. They don't want anything bad to happen to Maxie. They don't want James to lose his mother. They also agree that they don't want Rocco hurt. They do have a lot in common, but Britt Westbourne is the big sticking issue for now. They both think she's dead. But when it comes out she's alive, that will be a game changer for them for obvious reasons. Carly Corinthos Spencer and the upcoming Port Charles showdowns. On Friday, August 22nd, Carly shares her concerns with Jack Brennan, Chris McKenna. I wonder if she hasn't heard from Jocelyn Jacks, Eden McCoy, or if it's about the Michael situation. Elizabeth Weber, Rebecca Herbst, is there to encourage Christina. Maybe she's going to tell her to stop scheming before something horrible happens, since Christina already almost killed Elizabeth and Rick. Willow Tate, Caitlin McMullen, has something big to ask somebody. Cody is ready to confess by the end of the week. It looks like Tracy Quartermaine, Jane Elliott's talk worked. She convinced him that Cody's feeling ick about what he's doing to Ava. Probably also about how Molly sees him. I'm wondering if he is going to rat Christina out to Ava. Elizabeth and Rick spend some time talking. I wonder if she's going to update him about the Michael assault on Drew and all that, so that he knows it for Willow Tate's case. Nina also gets together with Rick. She may want a Willow case update. I wonder if she's going to vent to him about Carly. General Hospital spoilers. Maxie Jones' coma and family tension. Then the following week, August 25th through the 29th, Maxie's loved ones are sick with worry. She's stable for now, but Lucas is concerned that she's not waking up fast enough. I'm just wondering if General Hospital is going to leave Maxie in a coma until Kirsten Storms is back from her leave of absence, which is supposedly sometime in October. If she's not in a coma, they could send her off to a special facility for transplant patients. They could just leave her conked out at GH. Lots of options. Alexis is going to fight for Scout Kane, Cosette Abinante, and also Stella. Alexis knows how awful Drew is. She wants Scout to be far away from him. She definitely does not want Drew to take Scout to Washington, D.C. Plus, Alexis needs to find a strategy and advocate for Stella. I'm just wondering where Martin Gray, Michael E. Knight, stands on this. If he will also figure out that Drew Kane Quartermaine targeted Stella, who Martin really likes, thinks she's wonderful, and she really helped him. But Drew is so selfish. Drew Kane Quartermaine schemes and Curtis Ashford's revenge. Curtis is obviously going to be out to avenge his Aunt Stella. Drew promised Curtis a truce, but he didn't mean it at all and immediately went after someone near and dear to him. D.A. Turner is busy plotting against Drew now that she knows he is dirty. She's going to do everything she can to bring him down. It's kind of ironic that she's only paying lip service to going after Sonny now that Dimple Charm seems to have worked. Christina may be scrambling to stop Cody. It would be really bad for Christina if Ava Jerome or Molly Lansing Davis found out she paid Cody to seduce Ava. I kind of wonder if Christina might offer Cody a bonus for his silence. Drew is not going to back down. Michael and Sonny may have won the battle, but I'm sure Drew will hatch another plan for the Willow face more heartbreak than most could endure, from losing Nathan to deception, betrayal, and rebuilding her life piece by piece. But this week, she faces something that shakes her to her core. It all begins when she receives a cryptic phone call from an unknown number, a voice that chills her to the bone. Maxie, it's about your daughter. The call cuts out before she can respond. At first, she assumes it's a prank or a cruel attempt to scare her, but when she rushes to check on her children, one is missing. Georgie is safe at school, but Bailey isn't where she should be. Panic sets in, and Maxie calls Brooke Lynn, demanding answers. Brooke Lynn, shaken and confused, swears she dropped Bailey off with the sitter just hours earlier. But the sitter insists no one ever came. The realization hits hard. Bailey has vanished, and Maxie's worst nightmare begins anew. As the police launch an investigation, Maxie spirals into guilt and fear. "This is my fault," she sobs to Spinelli. "I should have never let her out of my sight. I knew something bad was coming." But the mystery deepens when Spinelli uncovers something shocking. The location data from Brooke Lynn's phone shows she took a detour near the docks just before Bailey disappeared. Did someone intercept her? Or did Brooke Lynn walk straight into a trap meant for Maxie? The evidence points toward someone who knows the truth about Bailey's past. Someone who remembers the baby switch, the lies, the manipulation. Could it be Peter's allies returning for revenge? Or is there another enemy lurking closer to home, watching Maxie's every move? Britt's panic, a secret she can't hide. While Maxie's world collapses, Britt Westbourne faces her own nightmare, one that sends shockwaves through the hospital and beyond. After weeks of sleepless nights and cryptic behavior, Britt finally breaks down in the GH locker room. "Something's wrong with me," she whispers, trembling as she clutches a folder filled with test results. Terry Randolph finds her moments later, pale and shaking, refusing to hand over the papers. But when Terry insists, Britt finally lets go, and the truth hits like a thunderclap. Her recent dizzy spells, her erratic memory lapses, the fear she's tried to hide, It's all connected to something far more sinister. Britt has been poisoned. The test results reveal exposure to a slow-acting neurotoxin, one that's been in her system for weeks. Someone has been dosing her carefully, methodically, enough to make her think she's losing her mind, but not enough to kill her outright. Yet, the revelation sends Britt spiraling into panic. Who could hate her enough to do this? She immediately suspects Victor Cassadine, the man who once held her heart and destroyed it in the same breath. But Victor is dead. Isn't he? Haunted by paranoia, Britt begins seeing shadows where there are none. Every creak in the hallway makes her flinch. Every nurse's whisper feels like a secret about her. When Jason's old friend Britt shows up at GH for an unrelated case, Britt corners him, begging for his help. "I can't go to the police," she pleads. "They'll think I'm crazy. But someone's trying to kill me, and they want me to think it's all in my head." Britt, ever the professional, promises to look into it discreetly. What he uncovers sends chills down his spine. Britt's medication records were tampered with, her locker was accessed after hours, and a vial of an experimental compound went missing from the GH lab 3 weeks ago. When Britt learns this, she snaps. "They're not just after me," she cries. "They're using the hospital as their lab." Her panic quickly becomes the talk of Port Charles, especially after she collapses during a board meeting, gasping for air as Terry and Finn rush to stabilize her. Port Charles reacts. Fear, fury, and suspicion. News spreads fast. Britt Westbourne poisoned, Maxie Jones' child missing, and the entire town goes on alert. Anna and Dante launch simultaneous investigations, while Sonny Corinthos quietly pulls strings behind the scenes, determined to find who's behind the attacks. "Whoever's doing this isn't just after them," Sonny tells Dex. "They're sending a message to everyone in this town. They want us scared." Meanwhile, Nina becomes Britt's unlikely confidant. Despite their rocky past, Nina visits Britt's hospital room, holding her hand as Britt fights through waves of nausea and fear. "You're not alone in this," Nina promises. "We'll find out who did this. I swear it." Across town, Maxie's crisis grows darker. Brooke Lynn receives an envelope slipped under her door. Inside is Bailey's pink sweater, stained with something red. Police testing confirms it's blood, but not Bailey's. It belongs to Peter August. The revelation sends Maxie into freefall. Has Peter somehow returned? Or is someone using his memory to torment her? As Anna studies the evidence, she spots something familiar. A tiny emblem sewn into the sweater's hem. A Cassadine crest. Could Britt and Maxie's crises be connected after all? A twisted connection emerges. In a chilling twist, Spinelli hacks into GH security footage and finds a figure in scrubs leaving the hospital late at night, carrying what looks like a small child's blanket. When he zooms in, the face shocks him. It's the same woman who delivered Britt's lab results earlier that week. The woman's name? Celia Cassadine. A distant cousin to the Cassadine family, long believed to be living abroad, Celia recently returned under an alias, claiming to be a traveling nurse. Now, it seems she's the key to both Britt's poisoning and Bailey's disappearance. Celia's motive remains unclear, but her ties to Victor and Peter paint a dangerous picture. She's determined to finish what they started, whatever that means, and Maxie and Britt are just the beginning. The cliffhanger that changes everything. As the week closes, Britt wakes up in her hospital bed to find a folded note on her nightstand. The handwriting is unmistakable. It's Victor's. "You should have stayed quiet, mein Lieber." Her monitor begins to beep rapidly as fear floods her system. Meanwhile, across town, Maxie receives a video message on her phone. Bailey, alive, calling for her mother. Behind her, Celia's chilling voice echoes. "Come to Spoon Island. Alone. Or the child disappears for good." The camera cuts out. As the screen fades to black, the audience is left breathless. Two women bound by fate, trapped in a Cassadine nightmare that threatens to consume them both.